Do you have a favorite Coen Brothers movie?
Besides True Grit.
Besides True Grit, of course.
No, probably Raising Arizona.
It's a great one.
Yes.
How many times have you watched True Grit?
True Grit, I've seen it 5 times. 4.
Do you get sick of watching it, or are you still amazed?
It's kind of interesting because I think I find different things every time I watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's fun, but I mean, I don't know. The thing I love about it the most is, I mean, when I first was going to see it, I didn't exactly know how I was supposed to watch it, whether I was supposed to watch it as myself or a character, or I really had no idea. So, I mean, now that I've seen it a few times, I'm able to watch it as just a regular movie, as a story, and overall the story itself it's really a great movie and a great story in itself. And so, I mean, it's always fun to see it.
So I read that you've been homeschooled for the past couple of years.
Yes.
What's that like? Do you like it?
It's cool.
I was homeschooled.
Were you?
I think it's interesting, and I'm curious to hear your opinion about it.
Yeah, no, it's all online, so it kind of follows me everywhere.
Yeah.
But
Can't
it's good. Yeah, but it's definitely been very flexible with, of course, what I've been doing. So. Yeah.
Do you think you'll keep doing it, or will you go back to school?
I think we're waiting to see what's next to decide that. Whether I'll go to high school or I might be on set somewhere with the tutor. So really we're just kind of
keeping it flexible.
Yes.
What about college? Are you kind of wait and see, or do you know?
Yeah, it's so weird. I was actually just with a friend and we were randomly talking about that, and I don't know. Again, I guess I haven't.
You have a couple of years
but yeah.
before you have to decide.
But I mean, I'm definitely going. I can say that.
Oh, good. So when you were first getting into acting, what school did you go to? What acting school?
Oh, Cynthia Bain's Young Actors Studio in Studio City. I studied there for a year, and then from that point to now, I've worked with a lot of different coaches, and it's really amazing because I've worked with coaches on private sessions, and I've gone to coaches that do
group classes,
big classes with a bunch of kids from whatever age range, big age range. So I've been able to experience, a lot, and it's really interesting how many different techniques, I guess you could say, that people.
Yeah, what types of
use.
techniques kind of stood out to you maybe as being, because some actors mesh with one technique and others,
right.
Totally like another.
I have to say, I mean, I guess a technique overall is not something I really think about too. I don't have a specific technique that I work with.
Do you have a process?
Yeah, I do. When I get a script, you mean?
Yeah, or when you get a script, or when okay, today we're shooting this scene. So before you shoot the scene, is there do you make your head go to a certain space?
Yeah,
or how do you warm up?
Depending on what it is, I mean, I might listen to a song that kind of could put you in the mood of whatever's going on, or just I mean, whatever it is. I guess you can call it a technique, or watch something that that on wherever, or just little stuff like that. But I mean, overall, if I get a script, I just I feel like it takes me a long time to read a script because I really go through and try and picture it all. So that's always interesting.
Well, you seem very comfortable.
Thank you.
So whatever your technique is, if you're aware of it or not, you do seem to be at ease, which is one of the most important things about being an actor. Just be comfortable and be yourself, which I think you did.
Thank you.
So are you gonna keep studying with one acting teacher, or do you want to kind of explore until you find something that?
I definitely think it's interesting to work with different people. It's like working with different actors and directors. I feel like I worked with the material. I worked with a coach on this material, but I mean, I got on set and I had Joel and Ethan as my coaches, and I mean, that was amazing. And so it's really interesting, with the amount of coaches that I worked with, how many different things I've been able to pick up, by working with them. But I mean, honestly, I guess working with different people is good.
And because you're young, your brain can just absorb everything. That's a great thing. So just learn, keep your mind open and learn as much as you possibly can, I guess. So I'm curious, what other films have you seen this year? Do you have any favorites?
Social Network.
Yeah.
It's amazing. What else? I'm so been living under a rock. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Have you seen The Fighter?
I haven't yet.
No, it's
I'm
really
going to.
good.
I know.
You're 14, so I don't know what your mom will
I
allow
know.
you
She has to watch it first, so.
Okay, it's not bad.
Okay.
The King's Speech, I think you'd like.
Okay. I haven't
Do you
seen
like
it yet.
Colin Firth?
Yes.
He's an amazing actor in that. Really, really good. Black Swan, have you seen that
I
one?
have not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. There's so many great movies. And you know, you're getting some Oscar buzz, which is awesome. You know, steep competition this year, but you know, you definitely hold your own.
Thank you.
So I'm curious for you to watch these other women in, you know, in supporting and leading roles and see, you know, how much of a compliment it is to be included with this amazing group of women. You know, so if there was one actress you could single out who in 15 years you'd like to have a similar career, who do you think you'd pick?
One?
Or a couple.
Well, I have to say the first that comes to mind, the first few that come to mind are Jodie Foster and Natalie Portman, and Diane Lane, who's
She's
one of
amazing.
my favorite actresses.
You must love the movie.
What's that?
I can't think of the names. Not Seabiscuit.
Secretariat,
Secretariat.
of course. Yes.
Great
Yeah,
movie.
amazing. I just, you know, of course, you said it yourself, the fact that they've, you know, maintained such an amazing career
Right.
since they were young is kind of really my goal.
Yeah, well, for sure, they're good examples of people who have just gotten better and better and better. So good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck with the film and with everything else. I hope you have a wide variety of stuff to pick from, because I think you'd be really good in a comedy.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
know.
I think you'd be funny. I watched your Kmart commercial. I'm like, she's funny.
Oh my goodness.
So good luck.
Thank you
Nice to
so
meet
much.